Hey guys, it's George. Today I'm going to be doing my Maxident marathon. I was waiting to see if Stray Kids were going to release anything for 3 Ratchet and Taste. That is why I'm late with this, so I apologise. We're going to be making our way through the Superboard, Chill and Give Me Your TMI music videos, and of course I'll be breaking down the fashion, analysing, and giving you my thoughts. And if you want to learn any more about my fashion background, I've left all that information in the description box. Let's jump into Superboard. Grunge, straight up. With Stray Kids, there's always humour. I always stand. The car with the mohawk. So good. How dare you, little brat? Ooh, hon. The Stray Kids always just put a smile on my face. Always. This look on Bang Chan. Girl. I'm loving how there's like a grungy vibe and it's like got nods of naughties to it, but it's not like straight up. Like Hyunjin's look here, definitely leaning into that like naughties kind of skater boy vibe. The wide leg trousers, the chain going right around to that back belt loop, the oversized shirt, the beanie. It definitely leans into that, but then when you look at Sungmin, for example, he's not really got that vibe going on. It's just grunge. The song is a vibe, one of my favourites. I mean, I love all of them, but I'm sorry, but Ian's hair, obsessed. But how's this boy still got hair on his head? That's what I want to know. Hard in the shorts, getting your legs out. Felix just can pull off any vibe, but the grungy look on him with the black hair is just a bomb. Lean over all the hair in his face as well. Like, oh. So cute. Like the Superboard on the spoon from the cereal is definitely giving me that naughties aesthetic. I'm obsessed with this vibe for Stray Kids. Like the styling's always usually dark, but just the grunginess. The drill, giving us that maniac vibe. Have fun. I always have fun with Stray Kids. That was sick. So just before we jump into the fashion, Diane actually sent me a DM trying to predict what my favourites would be. So from Superboard, Diane said Felix in the Gucci red stress jeans, Bang Chan in the black and white jeans, and then Changbin in the Wolfgang Hazard jeans. So let's find out. First of all, this grunge aesthetic on Stray Kids is just such a vibe, and what I love is how they've made it true to their own style. When we think of this whole like 90s noughties trend that's coming about, and we're getting that like skater boy kind of vibe, we've seen it on BTS at their Yet to Come Busan concert. It's like the one that flashes to mind, because that's what I last reviewed. And the silhouettes were a lot more loose, a lot more straight cut, sugar, RM specifically. And here we're not really seeing that. We only really see that on Hyunjin, where he's got that white shirt, the black spray paint font, the choker, the beanie, those loose cut jeans with the chain. That's like leaning into that true vibe. But when you look at the other members, it's very true to Stray Kids aesthetic. We're getting slimmer cut to skinny cut trousers. We're getting blazers, cropped. We're getting lots of accessories, brooches, safety pins, lots of embellishment on these outfits, which just really keep it to their own personal style. And for me, at least, that's what fashion is all about, like taking something that is a trend but making it your own personal style. Like personal style to me is a lot more important and special than trends. For me though, the looks where the trousers are a lot more skinny, like on Felix in those red distressed Gucci jeans, Sungmin in the red slim cut trousers with all of the zips, it definitely leans it into the more like scene kid, emo kind of era of the noughties. And I love that they've done that because first of all, it's very nostalgic, but it's just different to what everyone else is doing. Another thing that really keeps this true to Stray Kids' personal style is all of the obvious branding. Lino's Givenchy t-shirt, where you've got Givenchy around the neck, and then Felix's second look, where he's got the black and white moment, the open collar, the tie, that Dior, I think it's a sweatshirt over the top. Hyunjin, the chrome hearts beanie, those are just a few examples. And when it comes to Stray Kids, there's always obvious branding, whether it's brooches, t-shirts, prints, you see it throughout all of their looks. The colour palette as well is just extremely clever because both sets of looks, predominantly blacks and whites, but then there are accent colours within each, predominantly red when you look at it. Han's distressed black and red striped jumper. Why can't I get my words out today? Oh my god. And then you have Hyunjin in that black t-shirt, Slipknot in red. So there's different levels of this accent colour in all of their looks, and also the use of denim. It's predominantly very light washes, distressed, and then you have Chanbin in the beautiful jeans that have the hazard on them, that bright yellow popping out. And then you have Han in the denim jacket, that slightly deeper wash. And then let's just get into my favourite looks. First one, Sungmin. In this beautiful, like, muted grey blazer, the safety pins on the lapel, and then he's got the wide leg black shorts, and then the fishnet socks that come up. Just the textures of it, I love it. And then also, like, the fishnet coming through, adding into the grunginess, but it's also got that, like, hosiery, like, very light touch of femininity to the look that I just love. And I like how they've layered a solid black sock over that fishnet sock, so you're just getting a flash of that texture. It's then been finished off with the white sneakers, and then under the blazer he's got that Balenciaga white t-shirt with the tie that's been tied very loosely, so it ties into the other members who are wearing the open collars and the ties. And if you remember back to this era, this whole like skater boy, early noughties kind of vibe where everyone kind of looked like a bit scruffy, think of like Busted, definitely a great example for this. Ties worn over t-shirts, it was a big thing, and specifically in female idols at the moment we've seen ties come back a lot. My second favourite has to be Bang Chan in the black and white jeans. The knit, first of all, the knit, how it's got the different levels of sheer to it because the pieces are layered, and then you've got the cutouts around the neck in the left of the arm, and then the black and white jean that's so distressed, they've been panelled, you can see the stitching, the distressed edges. So fantastic. It's just so graphic, and it really ties into like the checkerboard background behind them. He just pulls it off perfectly. My third favourite look is honestly hard for me to decide because I'm like, Felix's red distressed jean look giving us the scene kid vibes, absolutely love. But then also Hyunjin's like skater boy look, the one that's very like a contemporary take on that era, the white shirt, the graphic spray paint, the wide leg jean with the chain, the chrome hearts beanie, it just like, I just love it. So I'm gonna give you a joint third. I'm gonna cheat, I'm sorry. Right, let's move on to chill. Just visually stunning already. And the tailoring, oh. such a beautiful set, and like the waves. Getting a breakup vibe. This look, Hyunjin, what are you doing to me? Hey, what was this line? Feelings in this effect. What is wrong with me today? Why can't I actually just fucking speak like a human being? Feelings in this affectionless conversation are just like a gum stuck to an empty trash can. Fucking hell, deep. Sungbin, the jacquard blazer, the pink ruffles. Yes, bitch. Felix's look, just draped in Chanel, bitch. I'm loving how they're bringing all of these like outside elements into the art gallery. The waves, the pictures of the beach, and now they're like sat around a campfire in the middle of an art gallery. It's just really sick. X bonfire. This is just so beautiful. The watering can. Who's it gonna pour it on? I love that so much. So Changbin in this look, just so handsome. The cold towels, just so cute. Honestly obsessed with Hyunjin's look. Like, the way that they've like appliqued that pattern onto the seams against the black. Girl. Break together. Burn each other's medical days. Told you it was a breakup vibe. Oh my god, fuck off, he's actually carving an eye. I'm gonna have to watch the behind the scenes because I'm like, did he actually carve the ice sculpture himself? Like, because obviously it looks like him, but like from far away it just could be like a stunt double. Like, do we really think Felix is gonna get a chainsaw out? Do you really think JYP are gonna give one of their idols a huge fucking chainsaw and be like, carve some ice, girl? Do we think that? Let me know in the comments, did he actually do it? I'll be majorly impressed. I would be shitting my pants. We're a great actor duo. I'm obsessed with this. They all look so the dry ice. Such a completely different vibe from Superboard as well. Like, refined, tailored. Okay, Dan's predictions for Chill. Number 1, Changbin. Number 2, Bangchan. Number 3, Han. I don't know why my fingers have done that. As I said at the end of my reaction, what I love about this is how it's just completely different from Superboard. They were giving us grunge, noughties, scene kid vibes, whereas this, it's refined, it's elegant, and the vibe of the song obviously is completely different, but just aesthetically this is so stunning, and how they're bringing those outside elements into the art gallery, like they're like in an art installation. I just think it's aesthetically like insanely intelligent, but also like just so beautiful. What I like as well is not every single member is in like a suit jacket and trousers. We've got Lino and Han who both have the shirts and trousers. That's their look. It's still just as smart and tailored as the other members, but it's creating levels. Look away. Sungmin's look, I absolutely love. That jacquard notch lapel blazer, the Christian Dior brooch, and then he's got that salmon pink ruffled shirt, that skinny black tie, and then the solid black trousers. I love all of these pieces together. The texture of the ruffle against the jacquard, it really works together, and also the pink just really pops out from underneath the all black. So good. He looks so handsome, but like so cute. I mean, he always looks cute, come on. IN's look, whilst it might not be to my personal taste just because of the colours, I think it's actually a very clever look because first of all, the earthy tones, it ties into Hans, the khaki shirt that he's wearing. But when you look at this shot of him against the waves pulling in, it's like his outfit mimics the colours of the beach. The sandy, neutral colour of the suit, and then the shirt underneath, it's this very kind of like pastel, like aqua green colour, and it just emulates, God, that's a big word for me, emulates the set behind him. It's really well done. Changbin in this video, I have no words. I'm not going to say any words either because just... This is my number 3 favourite look. I mean, Dan, you knew I was going to love this. In the MV, you can't really see the cut of this jacket that well, but when you look at the video making film, it's a really interesting cut because it comes down. Initially, I thought it wrapped over, but looking at it, it wraps just ever so slightly. Like, literally, like, you probably couldn't even call this a wrap blazer, but it just wraps over ever so slightly. And then underneath the lapels, it's like there's a smaller jacket over the top and it comes down and it just skims across where the jacket joins, and then it finishes just ever so shorter than the hem underneath. It's really beautifully done and it creates this beautiful layered effect. It's really, really special, and I like how the jacket has these really strong square shoulders, and then the cuffs come down, and then underneath the cuff you can see, obviously it's not a white shirt, it's shirtless, but they've put this white collar in, so it adds this really, a white collar, a white cuff in, so it adds this beautiful contrast and gives you that effect of like a shirt peeking out. The look's then been finished with those slim cut trousers, but for me it's the jewelry that just really finishes it off beautifully. That long chain that comes down right down to like where the jacket starts to wrap, so it really like draws your eye down to the chest, and it just emulates the neckline perfectly. And then you've got that heavier chain around the neck, the pearl earrings, just the slaps. 10 out of 10. Obsessed, like obsessed. Bang Chan's look, I like how we've got this really deep royal blue velvet suit, and again the neckline is really beautiful on him. I do feel like though that the really heavy brooch with all of the chains is just a bit much for me. I think if it was like a smaller brooch or a lighter brooch, or maybe like a Chanel brooch or like a YSL brooch, something like that, that looks a lot lighter against the fabric, it would have worked better for me. I still think it's a fantastic look, but I think the brooch is just too heavy in my opinion. My number 2 favorite look has to be Felix. Felix draped in Chanel. This boy is always draped in Chanel, and he just pulls off this vibe so incredibly well. There's always an androgyny and like a hint of femininity to the Chanel looks that the stylist put Felix in, and he just owns it every single fucking time, and there's no difference here. This black blazer that has the panels of that beautiful black and white, kind of like an etched drawing effect, down the panel of the sleeve, down the panel of the body. It's just really effective in adding like a texture and a print to this monochromatic look. And then he's got that white shirt underneath. It's a granddad collar, and then they've added that tight necklace underneath, and then over the top, all of the Chanel pearls draping around the neck, the Chanel brooches on the lapel of the jacket just finishing it off perfectly. This look is so beautiful. My favourite look though has to be Hyunjin. I'm obsessed with this look. It's so chic and the detail is so understated. When I first looked at it, I thought, have they bound seams on the outside and done this kind of like inside out kind of vibe. But to me, it looks like they've appliqued these very thin strips of a print onto the jacket. You can see it coming on the front of the jacket, just under the lapel, and then it comes down. And then you can see it down the center back of the jacket. You can see it down the panels of the arms. It's like they've outlined all of the panels of this jacket with this really beautiful black and white pattern. It's so subtle, but it's so effective, because when you see it, it's like, is it distressed? Is it inside out? Are the seams like only stitched together in certain places, and it's the peak of that white knitwear coming through underneath? It's just insanely interesting, but it's so understated at the same time. I think it's such a special detail. And then how it's been finished with the Chanel pearls around the neck. A lot lighter use of jewelry than Felix's, but it still has that same kind of vibe. I have no words. I love the styling and chill. Okay, let's finish up with Give Me Your TMI. I'm getting like a Kingsman vibe. Definitely a Kingsman vibe. Like the tailoring. Lino's look at the bunny. What is Chanjin doing to me with all of these looks? God. Oh my god, it's like an action film. The umbrella. Kingsman. Kingsman. Slay. Oh my god, Hans, look with the zipped trousers, the shirt. Oh, dinner date. With the knives, that's just so intense. The finger in the cheek. This look on Chanjin is just everything. Why has he got a frying pan? Felix is looking hella stressed. Wait, did he just spray like aftershave on? Wait, I swear he sprayed aftershave on and froze it. Am I imagining things? I think I'm seeing things. Oh no. Perfume bomb. And the bunny. Ninth member. Save the bunny. So cute, he's got back to the bunny. Oh, what's in the box? And what's in the box? Hey. I mean, I'm gonna get to see what's in the box. Come on now, show me what's in the box. It's making me think of, oh my god, what was it called? When they did, like, the Mnet series and they had to, like, work with Cupid to do the thing. I can't remember what it was called, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. What I really like about the styling in Give Me Your TMI is that it's still tailored, but it's a lot more relaxed, especially compared to Chill, for example. I feel like with Chill, you could put those looks on a red carpet. They would really, really work. Whereas these looks, I feel like they would work perfectly for the stage. In the Give Me Your TMI MV, 95% of the looks are true black and white, apart from Han and Felix. Han sleeved this shirt, to me, it's like a dark grey, but it's got a green undertone. You can definitely see it on camera. And then Felix, he's got that striped grey vest, tank top, whatever you want to call it, underneath his blazer. Felix's look is like a true blend of true casual and formal. He's got the black suit, the slim cut trousers, the jacket, slightly cropped, but then underneath the grey vest, he's got the grey sneakers to match, and then the Burberry baseball cap. So very true casual pieces styled with a beautifully tailored suit. I really do like the juxtaposition, as Diane said. In her message anyway, I didn't read that part out. But yeah, she said she likes the juxtaposition. I agree with you. I feel like we have the same kind of thing going on with Ian's look. The bottom half of his outfit, to me, it looks like he's wearing a pair of tapered cargo trousers with black boots. And then the top half, I really love that it's sleeveless. And we've got that white shirt worn open, the tie tied loosely around the neck, and then that black blazer, the black glove on one hand. It just really ties together perfectly. And the silhouette is very clean, but we've still got that mix of formal and casual. Changbin's look has that same balance of formal and casual. On his upper body, he's got that black blazer, peak lapel. To me, it looks double-breasted and it's got gold buttons on it, which is very classic men's tailoring. And then he's got that white shirt underneath, the top button just worn open ever so slightly, that black tie worn almost right to the neck. But then he's got the Adidas baseball cap, and I can't really see his trousers in the actual MV, but looking at the video making, when you see him sat down, it looks like he's wearing a pair of dark grey jeans that have like a black side stripe, and the seams are like raw seams on the edge. That's really sick. And then the combat boot. So again, that mix of formal and casual. Sungmin's look, I absolutely love this look. All black, very slick, but then it's been finished off with those black and white Nike sneakers. So again, we're getting that slight casual touch in this look. I like the fact this has been styled shirtless, and he's got that very delicate chain around the neck, but the neck sits quite close together. So it's not like, you know, like Bang Chan and Chill, where it was literally like here at my breasts. It's like more covered. And looking at this, I really love this wide notch lapel. It's double-breasted, 6 buttons. You can see that the silhouette is cropped. I'm looking at the video making film, it's a lot easier. The cuffs are turned back, and you can see that the collar and lapel and the cuffs have a slightly different texture and tone to the rest of the suit, which is a really nice contrast. And I can't work out if this is like a plain fabric, whether it's a tweedy fabric, because you can see that there's texture on the shoulder in the shot of the MV that's like very quick, when he like flicks the drink behind him. So interesting. Bang Chan's look, it has the same kind of feel as Sungmin's, this very slick tailored look, and then it's been finished off with the black and white sneakers, adding that casual touch. But his look is a completely different cut. Again, it's been styled shirtless, but you can see that this is a peak lapel. But the way the jacket wraps over, the jacket is almost wrapping into the side seam where it's done up with 2 buttons, and it's extremely cropped. I absolutely love these cropped silhouettes from Bang Chan. They look really amazing on his physique. Okay, on to my favorites. Lino has to come in at number 3. I'm obsessed with this look, and it's just so contemporary, but when you first look at it, you think it is like true classic menswear, because this look is arguably the most tailored. No, I'm going to say it. This look is the most tailored out of this MV. But when you look at the details of it, it's so contemporary. When I first saw this jacket, I thought it was a double-breasted 6-button jacket, incredibly classic menswear. But when you look at the cut of it, we've got the notched lapel, and then it comes down into this single-breasted cut by 3 buttons, and then it goes out on a ledge and goes into a double-breasted cut where you can see 4 buttons. It's just such a contemporary cut and such an interesting detail that you would just expect with Stray Kids. And then the fact it's been styled with the white shirt, the black tie, done pretty much all the way to the top. And then he's got that one leather glove on, which ties back into the styling of the gloves in case 143. It's just so special. And then I love it when we get to see the shots of him with the jacket off and the shirt has the black pattern to it that gives you the effect of a harness. It's so good. Han's look, number 2. I'm obsessed with this silhouette on him. He looks so fucking snatched. The way the shirt really hits him on the shoulders perfectly, right at the end of his shoulders, showing off how broad he is. And then it's a sleeveless cut. We've got the pockets on the chest and the fact it drapes into the waist, that's extremely snatched. These trousers are hitting him right on the smallest part of his waist, and then the fact that the trousers flare out into this straight/wide cut. And then we've got the zipped panels in the trousers that open and show that contrasting fabric underneath. Just the silhouette of it, stunning. The details of the contrast on the trousers, the zips picking up the light, the buckle of the belt, the Gucci necklace around the neck, obviously George necklace, and then he's got that leather strap around the arm. I'm not a big fan of like the science lab style goggles. They do finish off the look, but I think we could have gone for like a cooler pair of glasses to finish off the look, but that's just my personal taste. The look needs the glasses, it works, but I'm not a fan of the glasses themselves. And in at number 1, Hyunjin, this look is incredible. This black and white tailored moment, but the textures of it are so interesting. We've got this cropped black jacket, the notch lapel is single-breasted, and at first I thought this jacket had white piping on it, but when you see the close-up shots, you can see that it zips, and the way that they catch the light, it gives you that white effect, but when you see the texture, it's just so good. And then like the other members, he's got the white shirt, the button worn open, and then he's got that black tie. To me, this tie either looks like it's going to be silk or leather just because of the shine, and then he's got the Celine necklace over the top. We're definitely seeing this a lot of in male idols at the moment, wearing chains over the tops of ties, and I think we'll see it a lot this red carpet season. We've already seen a touch of it at the Fact Music Awards, so I'll be keeping an eye out for that. And then on his legs, he's got the leather trousers that have the white double side stripe. It just ties into that edging of the jacket, and then he's been finished off with those chunky boots that say Celine across the front of the toe. Such an incredible look. The textures, the edging, monochromatic, contemporary. This look is everything. So I think I actually forgot to share what Diane predicted. So she predicted that in 3rd place would be Lino, correct. 2nd, Felix, the juxtaposition. I agree with you on the juxtaposition, but it wasn't one of my favorites. And Han was her top spot. That was my 2nd. So Diane, I'm impressed. I feel like you know my taste well. I've had the best time filming this Maxident marathon. I'm a huge Stray Kids fan. I love this album. Like, there's not a song that I do not enjoy. My favorite though has to be Taste. It's so sexy, and I'm sorry I was late with this video. I was holding out to see if they released anything for 3 Ratchet and Taste. I wish they did, but I think I'm just being greedy because they've released 4 MVs for like an 8-9 song long album, so I need to chill the fuck out, but I know we all wanted it. I'm just feeling the same as the rest of you. Please let me know what your favourite song from Maxident is in the comments, and if you've made it all the way through, leave me this pink heart emoji in the comments. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. You are all amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.